This little pedal gives you all the power of our popular whammies, but in a much smaller package. Hey, this is Johnny from DigiTech, and today we're talking about the Ricochet pedal. We've taken all of our favorite settings from the big boy whammy, put it in a much smaller package so it does not take up all the real estate on your pedal board. What you heard me just play was the typical 2-octave up, which is probably one of the most popular settings in the whammy pedal. You've heard Tom Morello, Steve Vai, Vernon Reid use that setting a million times, and of course, tons of artists out there are using it every day. Jack White's another one. So I want to show you how to do some different settings in the whammy Ricochet. What I did is I took the range knob and put it to the down position, and then I selected the 1 octave. So now we're going 1 octave down from my original pitch. So you saw me step on the pedal and create that whammy bar effect without using the whammy bar, and then I showed you the example of how the whammy bar sounds by itself. So it's very similar to how the whammy bar works using the whammy Ricochet. You don't have to have a whammy bar on your guitar, worry about it going out of tune if you dive bomb or just move it a little bit. The whammy Ricochet has you covered and your guitar will stay perfectly in tune. One of the features you're going to love about the whammy Ricochet is the range section. The range section allows you to adjust your level and speed of how high you go and how low you go just by moving a couple knobs. Let me show you how easy it is to dial that in. What I did is I selected the range knob, both the lift and the drop, to be pretty much even, so it's an even flow from down back to up again. You see how even that is? It's a perfect throw when you drop down and the pitch comes back up. So now what I've dialed in for you is a really slow drop and a super fast rise. So you can use it as a rhythmic or part of a rhythm guitar part. So you can use the whammy Ricochet as part of your rhythmic playing. It doesn't just have to be a solo lead type of thing. You can incorporate it into your rhythms. So an interesting feature on the whammy Ricochet is the ability to do something that your whammy bar cannot do, especially if you want to raise it up. When you use a typical whammy bar and you want to raise, you can only go so far. How would you like to be able to go 2 octaves up? Let me show you. You can get all sorts of fun sounds with the whammy Ricochet that you cannot get with the traditional whammy bar. I talked earlier about some of the rhythmic stuff you can do with the whammy Ricochet. I've now set it on the 5th up setting. Let me show you some examples of that. So you don't have to use your whammy just for the whammy effect. There's also a really cool octave and dry setting on here, and I have the range knob set as low and fast as they can go. So you've seen what we can do with this small little whammy Ricochet. What would you do with it? Let me know in the comments below and check out our other whammy pedals.